Do you want to save money this year? Of course you do. Stick around because I'm going to give you 7 tips that will help you save money now and later. This is the second in a 3-part series on saving money. If you watch the whole series, you'll have more tips on how to save money than you know what to do with. Stick around, you don't want to miss any of it. Welcome, I'm Amy, and here at Frugal Over 50, I give you tips and tools for frugal living, all personally tested by me. I'm so glad you're here. Let's get right to these tips. Because this is a continuation of a series, we're starting with tip number 8 today. If you missed tip numbers 1 through 7, you make sure you go back and watch the first in the series. You don't want to miss any of these tips because they are so helpful. Tip number 8 is don't be an early adopter. An early adopter is the person who has to have it first. The first person to get the new car, the first person to get the new phone, the first person to get the new computer, the first person to get the new camera. You know what? If you want to save money, be a late adopter. Wait a year, wait 2, wait 3, wait 10. Let me tell you something. I run this YouTube channel from my iPhone 7. I did, after a year and a half running the YouTube channel just with the iPhone 7, I did purchase a lens to go on it. That's all I've spent. And then I won a microphone in a giveaway, so I was very fortunate there. But I'm a very late adopter to technology. If I were running a technology YouTube channel, I might tell you a different story. That might be where I would spend money and I would save it elsewhere. But I'm asking you, as a frugal person, as someone who wants to save money, to be a very late adopter. Technology lasts. That's the little secret. Cars, if you buy the right kind and you take care of them, they last. Your possessions, if you buy good quality and you take care of them, they last. Wait, save, and spend judiciously, and be a late adopter. Tip number 9, so obvious, but so hard to put into practice sometimes. Spend less than you make. That's right. Say it with me, kids. Spend less than you make. Now, to accomplish this, one of the things that you have to do is identify exactly how much you make. What is your gross income and what is your take-home pay? And some people have a pretty good idea of that, and for some people it varies quite a lot. But that's the first step, is to identify, what do I actually have? What am I making? And then identify your expenses from the smallest to the largest. If you need some help with this, I have a great video for you on how to budget. In fact, that's exactly what it's called. Go and watch it. It'll get you started, and it will give you access to some additional resources that will help you on your way. But you can only get ahead in the savings game if you spend less than what you make. If you are currently living on unemployment or on savings, you're in a different category right here. You save what you can. But for the rest of us, look at how much you have coming in, look at how much you have going out, and make sure that how much you have going out does not exceed how much you have coming in. And one of the best ways to get those two things in balance, what you have coming in and what you have going out, is to look at your income, look at your expenses, and reduce those expenses. It's not fancy, it's not exciting, except that the result is amazing because you'll have money saved and money that you can save. So reduce your expenses. Number 10, get cash back on as many purchases as you can. In fact, tell me down below in the comments, how do you get cash back? Are you the sort of person who likes to pursue this? If you are, I'd like to recommend an app that I use called Fetch. I have a link down below in the description, and if you click it, you can get extra points for signing up today, and I'll also get some extra points, which is lovely. Fetch works like this. You download the app to your phone. You go shopping as usual, saving money along the way. You bring home your receipt, you open up the app, you use the app to take a picture of your receipt, and you earn points. Over time, you accumulate points which convert into cash, which you can spend at the store that you just went to. I love Fetch. I use it consistently. I've taught my children about it. I recommend it to you. You may have some other cashback systems. Tell me about them down below. Number 11, meal plan. I love a good meal plan. I do meal plans for every 2 weeks. Some people like to plan for the week. Some people like to plan for the month. Some people like to plan for the quarter. But meal plan, at least 1 meal a day, and then provide options for at least 1 other meal per day. And if you can provide options for all 3 meals plus a couple of snacks every single day, you'll discover something. You'll discover that you'll spend so much less at the grocery store, you won't know what to do with all that money. I recently had this experience myself. Over the course of 2020, I got a little discombobulated and I got a little bit away from meal planning, and I thought to myself, It doesn't matter. I'm still not exceeding my budget. That was true. However, this year I began to meal plan again, and I am discovering that through meal planning, I am spending so much less and eating so much better that I'm going to be able to reduce the allocation that I give to groceries and put that into savings. So give this a try. If you have been reluctant to meal plan because, say, you live alone or because you're out a lot or for whatever reason, I would urge you to try it and see how much money you can save just by planning your meals. Related to this is number 12, eat out less. Don't go out so much. If you work in the restaurant industry, I know that you're suffering right now. But if you're the sort of person who doesn't eat out regularly and you only eat out impulsively because you didn't plan, then stop that. Don't eat out as much. We do have some folks here who like to support local restaurants and save up for it and count it as part of their budget. You go ahead and do that if that works for you, but eat out less and don't eat out at all in an impulsive manner. Prepare before you go out so you don't get stuck in the drive-through line. Hi folks, Editing Amy coming here to you from my desktop where I am preparing this week's video for you. And as I look over the comments from the week's video, I can see that so many of you are excited about the savings challenge that I just had to break in here and say thank you so much. All of the details and the entire experience will be run through the community tab and the community posts here at Frugal Over 50. So the rules are simple. The first thing you need to know is why you are doing the challenge. In my case, I'm doing it to shift my mindset about what counts as saving and how I can save a little bit at a time. You may have a completely different reason, possibly a more concrete savings goal. Go for it. We'll discuss all of these things in our community posts. Now, the second thing that you need to do is decide how often you're going to save. It's common to say X amount of dollars per week. For me, that's not going to work. It needs to be every paycheck, and I get paid twice a month. So on the 5th and on the 20th of every single month, I'll save money. The third thing is how much you're going to save. Because I'm working on mindset rather than a specific goal, I'm picking a small dollar amount. I'm picking $20 that I'm going to save each 5th and 20th of the month. And lastly, the length of time. It's going to be 2 months for me. You might be going for a full year. You decide. We will discuss it in the community tab. Also, if you follow me on Instagram or on Facebook or on Twitter, we'll be talking about it there as well. And we'll get regular reports on these regular videos. Number 13, go meatless one day or even just one meal per week. I've started doing this in my latest annual meal plan. One day a week, we go meatless for dinner, and it's made a huge difference. I love beans, and so I've been programming beans every Thursday night, and I get so excited. What bean dish am I going to make? And I'm not asking you to go meatless just for the savings and the sacrifice. No, no, no. I'm asking you to look for meatless recipes that you will love, that you can share with your family, or that you can really enjoy by yourself if you live alone, and so that you can not only save money, but you can increase your enjoyment of eating. It's a great combination. Go meatless, save money, and love your food. Number 14 is a tip that I got from those of you who live in northern climates where you have variable temperatures throughout the year. I live in the tropics, so I can't really describe to you how this works, but use a programmable thermostat. Do you have a programmable thermostat? Do you know what that is? My understanding is that if you live in a house that you have to artificially climate control, you can program it to be a certain temperature depending on if you're home or if it's the daytime or if it's the nighttime, and this can save you significant amount of money on your utilities bill. So tell me down below in the comments, what do you use to program your thermostat? Where I live, it's the tropics. It's either open the window or close the window. That's the only solution. But if you can use a programmable thermostat and it can save you money, I want you to go for it. If you've gotten value out of this video, would you give it a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll get notified first of new videos? If you'd like to support the growth of the channel, there's a link down below for Buy Me a Coffee. It won't buy me a coffee. It'll go to improvements that I'm making here on the channel. I'm so glad that you're here. This is the second of a 3-part series. Stick around because I can't wait to see you again on part 3. Bye-bye.